Okay, it's Saturday, March 7th, and this is our walk. We're going to make a loop around like we do every day. I just want to document the amount of dog waste that is present and prohibitive and unhealthy. We are walking in front of the G building, heading toward the F building. Here, buddy. Yeah, you heard the geese? Come on, buddy. We're just going on the grass over here because Loki smells. It's hard to see in this light, but over in this general area, there's lots of poop on the ground because these residents leave their dog out a lot, and there's tons of unclaimed poop. Over here, there's at least 15 piles of poop right here. I'll go over here and cross the street like we do every morning. We're now walking in front of the F building. Oh, bud. Loki. We're now walking over toward the dog park area. We'll see how the park looks today. Usually there is excessive waste on the ground, and I understand it is the owner's responsibility to clean it up. We do pick up after our dog, but my question is, if owners do not pick it up and there's no enforcement of this, when is it the building's job, the company's job to clean up the waste? Loki, hold on, buddy. Loki, hold on, some information. Okay, go, buddy. And like usual, the gate doesn't work. So I'm gonna So over here at the dog park, one of the reasons I think people don't pick up their poop here, that it's almost impossible to get to the actual dog park because of the quality of the grounds. I've suggested before to put pallets or hay down So in the weather, when either it snows and melts or when it rains, we can cross this really muddy path. That hasn't happened in a while, and so we have lots of excess mud, and when I try to cross it, if my dog poops over here, it's going to be hard. People don't want to ruin their shoes to go pick up dog poop. Right now my dog is just walking around peeing. Just in case he doesn't poop, I will go walk up the hill and see what it's like up there today. Again, this is Saturday, March 7th. Okay, he is pooping. I will go clean it up here in a moment. But going up the hill, you can see there's piles of poop everywhere. That one's fresh. That's from the last 24 hours. Probably can't really see it in the video, but I can see if I point out, there's poop all over the place up here. There's literally, especially in that corner right over here. Oops, sorry, over here. I can count at least 10 piles right there. There's another cluster right here, about another 10 piles. Up at the top of the hill is one of the worst places. There's poop all over the place here, over there. Poop everywhere as I walk. This is recent poop. This is not frozen poop. This is recent poop. Here's my dog's poop. Okay, I'm picking it up. I'm putting the phone in my armpit while I tie it. But as I'm walking back down the hill, there's considerable more poop everywhere in the, like, there is no less. Now there's more poop. There's more poop. I do not think I am exaggerating. There's at least 50 piles of dog poop in the dog park. And again, I have to cross this really wet, muddy terrain. Oh. Threw my poop away. Come here, Loki. Excuse me while I leash my dog. Here, buddy. Okay. Let's go. Okay. This is the D building, and there's another popular poop cluster coming up. There's a resident in this bottom far corner who has a dog named Zorro, and frequently we've crossed Zorro's path several times. You see there's a stake in the yard, but a lot of times they're not even on the stake, they're just out, and Zorro frequently poops in the area spanning from here to that tree. I think you can see right here, there's tons of poop that's not cleaned up. Over by this tree, there's also several piles of poop that could be scoped beyond. And over here, there's piles of poop as well. There's at least 12 piles of poop just in front of this one house. Right here at the corner of the D building. Come on, Loki. We're heading toward the C building. This area is usually pretty good. We're going to cross over by the pond into one of the places I call a danger zone. Here's the pond. Loki is excited by the goose on the roof over there. Okay, come on, buddy. So this area between the pond and the CB garages is frequently littered with poop. There's lots of poop over here. We're like within 15 feet of a poop station. Loki's peeing. Sorry. Come on, buddy. Some of these things in the ground are pine cones, so some of them are poops. Come on, buddy. So these are those benches by the pond, and so this area, so this is facing the C building. Right there, there's fresh poop. Right, it's hard to see because my hand's in the way. Over there, there's fresh poop. There's a bunch of fresh poop in the strand near the front. But then when you come back here, back behind the trees, there's bunches of poop back here. Nope, that's a fresh one, buddy. No, Loki, no. You can see there's very fresh poop. Here's Loki, no. More poop. More poop. More poop. More poop. More poop. More poop. There's a bunch of frozen poops over there. We're just trying to walk our dog in like the only place that's like not straight up street, and it's covered in dog poop. Some more poops right there. Poop right there. I step in poop at least twice a week, especially if I'm walking at night. There's more poop over there. More poop over there. This gentleman that lives on this floor here on the bottom, he has 2 dogs and he frequently just brings them out at night and doesn't pick up after them. I've watched it happen many times. They're big dogs. They have very big poops. Over here, between the garages and this tree, there's a bunch of poops right there. Oh, buddy. There's a big light-colored dog named something that sounds Swedish. I don't remember what it is. Malmo, I think, or something. It lives in this building, this end of D and or C rather, whatever building this is, and frequently poops. Like I can see the lights off, but right where I'm pointing my phone, there's like 4 really big piles of poop that are across the days. Okay, if we were to further go this way toward H, this grass area continuously has lots of piles of poop. We're going to go this way because this is the way that Loki is pulling really hard, and it's his morning walk. Come on, buddy. Now he's just smoking. Let's go. So this is the B area, and I hate that Loki wants to go this way. This is another what I call danger zone, a place that is covered in dog poop every single day. Come on, buddy. So we're walking on B. This is near the playground, but across the parking lot from it. And we like walking in grass, so we're walking in the grass. We're at the edge of this building heading toward the A building by this power thing. And this zone right here, in this open part of grass before the other parking lot area, it's covered in poop. I mean, you can see this big open spot. I can't zoom because my hands are full, but it's littered with trash. There's all kinds of cups and bottles and cans. It's been looking pretty bad the past couple months. Come on, buddy. But this area right here, I'm trying to be careful because my dog's in my hand. Like, there's poop everywhere. You can see a couple right there. So if I walk this way, point my camera this way, there's poop everywhere. 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 Look, every time I move my camera, it doesn't matter where the screen goes, we are covered in poop. I don't want to step in it. I don't want to catch my dog sniffing at it. But look, poop, poop. Taking 2 more steps this way. Poop, 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 poop. More poop, 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 poop. There are literally 50 piles of poop, if not more, just here. And it's varying from fresh to a couple days old, but it's not being cleaned up at all. So if we're not contacting any dog owners, then isn't it the building's responsibility to take care of this property? It's extremely unhealthy. So we're now in front of the A building. He's just smelling it. That is an old pumpkin that's been there for a month. That like flat white thing. No one picks it up. It's disgusting. They're all just peeing. Okay, and then we come. Loki likes to go around the A building. That's where we're right now. He thinks we're going to McDonald's. I don't know why we never go there. Okay, we'll cross the street over towards the hub. Come on, buddy. Bless you. When we go over here to get packages from the hub, I also have to be careful because this area right here to the side of the hub, between the side of the fence, there's also usually at least 3 or 4 piles of poop over here. Come on, Loki. Buddy. Loki. We usually cut over across on this grassy area by the gym window. And this is another poop hot spot. Not too bad today, which is good. Oh, there's a poop pile right there. It's still pretty fresh. Saw it right there, right near the entrance of the place. Come on, buddy. And then there's some more poop. There's more poops as you go further this way. Okay, now we're crossing the street near the traffic circle. Come on, buddy. Buddies. We'll end up going right back to the front of the G building where we started, but I will also say that I'm cold, so I don't want to go back there. But if you go behind the G building, that's where the people that live in 165 bring their little dog without a leash and just let it poop wherever it wants with no poop bags, and so that place is scattered with little doggy poop. Come on, Loki. And we don't go back there, so we don't, but we hear about it because there is someone else on the first floor of the G level that has a little kid, and I think the kid back there to walk around and get some sun, but it's covered in dog crap back there. So this is the daily walk that we take at least 3 if not up to 5 times a day. So over the course of a day we encounter hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of piles of poop, and I would just like to make the request that if we're not going to enforce better monitoring of who doesn't pick up their poop, then, and I don't know how to do that, I'm not saying I have the answers, but then I really think it's probably someone's job that works at the building to take care of that, because we pay a lot of money for a pet fee. So if everyone's paying their pet fees, there should be enough money to take care of all the dog crap that is everywhere at this apartment complex.